Do you find yourself unbuttoning your trousers after dinner just to feel a bit more comfortable? Does that horrible, heavy feeling in your tummy follow you around like a bad smell every single day, after every single meal? Are you fed up of feeling sluggish, gassy, and just not quite yourself anymore? And have you started avoiding your favorite foods? Sunday roast, a lovely bowl of porridge, even a simple cup of tea, because you're frightened of what they'll do to you afterwards. If you're nodding along right now, I want you to know you are absolutely not alone. I see patients every single week who tell me the same thing. Doctor, I don't know what's happened to my stomach. It never used to be like this. And they're right. Something has changed. But the good news is, it's not something you simply have to put up with. Here's what I want you to do right now. Grab a cup of something warm, have a sit down, and give me the next few minutes. Because what I'm about to share with you could genuinely change the way you feel after every meal, starting this week. Before we get into the foods, let me explain what's actually going on in your gut. Because understanding this makes everything else make a lot more sense. As we age, and I'm talking particularly for those of us over 60, the digestive system naturally slows down. The muscles in your gut don't contract quite as efficiently as they once did. Your body produces fewer digestive enzymes, which are the little workers responsible for breaking down your food properly. And perhaps most importantly, the balance of bacteria in your gut, what we call your microbiome, begins to shift. The good bacteria start to decline, and that's when things go a bit pear-shaped. The result? Food sits in your digestive tract longer than it should. It ferments, produces gas, and you end up feeling bloated, uncomfortable, and frankly, quite miserable. Now, medication can help in some cases, but before we go down that road, I always tell my patients, let's look at what's on your plate first, because nature has given us some remarkably powerful tools. 1. Natural yogurt. A good, plain natural yogurt, full fat, live cultures, not the sugary flavored stuff, is one of the best things you can eat for your gut. It's packed with probiotics, which are live bacteria that help restore the healthy balance in your microbiome. Have a small pot each morning and think of it as sending in reinforcements for your gut army. 2. Kefir now. Some of you may not have heard of this one. Kefir is a fermented milk drink, a bit tangy, a bit like yogurt but thinner, and it contains even more strains of beneficial bacteria than yogurt does. You'll find it in most Sainsbury's and Waitrose these days. Start with a small glass a day and see how you get on. 3. Ginger. Ginger has been used for digestive complaints for literally thousands of years, and modern science backs it up beautifully. It helps speed up the movement of food through your stomach, reduces inflammation in the gut lining, and can ease that gassy, full feeling wonderfully well. Fresh ginger in hot water with a bit of honey. Lovely after a meal. 4. Bananas. Bananas are a brilliant source of prebiotics. And here's an important distinction I want you to remember. Probiotics are the good bacteria themselves. Prebiotics are the food that feeds those good bacteria. Bananas, particularly slightly underripe ones, contain a fiber called inulin that does exactly that. Easy to digest, gentle on the stomach, and very affordable. Brilliant. 5. Oats. A lovely bowl of porridge in the morning isn't just comforting. It's genuinely medicinal for your gut. Oats contain a soluble fiber called beta-glucan that feeds beneficial gut bacteria and helps regulate bowel movements. If you've been struggling with either constipation or loose stools, both of which can cause bloating, oats are your friend. 6. Sauerkraut. Bear with me on this one. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea. Sauerkraut is fermented cabbage, and like kefir and yogurt, it's rich in live probiotic cultures. Even a tablespoon or two alongside your lunch can make a meaningful difference. Just make sure you're buying the refrigerated kind. The stuff in jars on the shelf has usually been pasteurized, which kills off the beneficial bacteria. 7. Fennel. Fennel is something I recommend to patients who suffer particularly from gas and cramping after meals. It has a natural antispasmodic effect on the muscles of the digestive tract. Essentially, it helps things relax and move along more smoothly. You can eat it roasted as a vegetable, add it raw to salads, or drink fennel tea after dinner. It has a mild aniseed flavor that most people find quite pleasant. 8. Papaya. This one might surprise you. Papaya, yes, the tropical fruit, contains an enzyme called papain that's extraordinarily effective at breaking down proteins in your food. This means your gut has to do far less work, which reduces the likelihood of undigested food sitting around and fermenting. Fresh papaya is ideal, but you can also find papain supplements if the fruit isn't to your taste. And finally, bone broth. This is one I feel very strongly about for my older patients in particular. Bone broth is rich in collagen and an amino acid called glutamine, both of which help to repair and strengthen the lining of your gut. A weakened gut lining, sometimes called leaky gut, is a major contributor to bloating, inflammation, and food sensitivities. A mug of good bone broth a few times a week is, in my opinion, one of the most nourishing things you can do for your digestive health. You can make it yourself from leftover chicken or beef bones, or buy it ready-made. M&S and Waitrose both stock decent versions. A few extra tips while we're at it. Beyond the foods themselves, there are a few habits that make an enormous difference. Eat slowly and chew thoroughly. Digestion begins in the mouth, and rushing your meals means your gut has to work twice as hard. Don't eat too close to bedtime. Give your body at least 2 to 3 hours before you lie down. Stay hydrated. Dehydration slows everything down in the gut. Aim for 6 to 8 glasses of water a day. Move after meals. Even a gentle 10-minute walk after lunch or dinner helps stimulate gut motility. Bloating is not simply an inevitable part of getting older, and it is absolutely not something you should just accept and soldier on with. Your gut has an extraordinary capacity to heal, even in your 60s, 70s, and beyond, provided you give it the right support. Start small. Pick 2 or 3 of these foods from the list and introduce them into your diet this week. Notice how you feel. Your gut will tell you what it needs. You just have to learn to listen to it again. Bloating can occasionally be a sign of something that needs a closer look, and there's no shame whatsoever in getting it checked out. You deserve to enjoy your meals again. Let's make that happen.